Hey, what's up everybody? If you're curious about how to install these industrial pipe shelves or something to this effect, hopefully this video can help you out. The idea is pretty simple. You need to go to the hardware store and buy something like this. We'll take these pieces apart in just a minute so you can take a look, but basically you need this setup right here. This is the end result, and this will act as the brace for the wood to sit on. If you have two shelves, you'll need 4 of these, and 2 of them if you're only doing one shelf. All right, so let's get these taken apart here. Now, obviously I spray painted them and I kind of beat them up a little bit so they look a little rustic, but you're going to buy this flange right here. You can see it's nice and flat, and that's going to screw into this long pipe just like this. Again, really easy concept. And then they've got these little caps. You can buy them to fit on the end of the pipe. Now this happens to be an 8-inch pipe, and so obviously you can make that longer or shorter depending on your needs for your shelf. So they screw on pretty tight and are very secure. Now what we're going to be doing is attaching this flange right here that I'm screwing on. We're going to be attaching that to the studs in the wall. But that's kind of the anatomy of how this works. Pretty straightforward, like I said. So first things first, we're going to take a look at our ideal location. Now obviously your setup will be different from mine, but my shelf, I'm going to happen to be putting it in the bathroom. So I'm going to first of all locate these studs. I highly recommend you attach these pipe fixtures to the studs. And there might be a temptation to drill directly into the drywall because it might not always line up perfectly. But I highly recommend against that because it's kind of a heavy unit. Now that said, if you're not putting too heavy of items on there, you could get away with, of course, drilling into the drywall, but of course use appropriate anchors if you're doing that. In this video, I'm drilling directly into the studs. And of course, I'm going to be measuring really well so that things are parallel. And starting with the top hole in each of the flange, I'm going to put those up. Now, you don't have to put them up as full units. You could unscrew the pipes and just do the flanges. In fact, that might be better for you so you don't scratch your spray painted pipe setup, pipe fixtures. Once that's set up and secure, we can go ahead and test fit the wood. Now obviously you can cut your own wood and stain it yourself, or you can buy some and then rip it yourself. Now on the back, the downside of ripping it, you can see right there, got kind of a rough edge, so that'll need to be sanded down a little bit to get rid of that, but it's kind of out of sight, so I'm not super concerned with it. Now obviously we want to get our level out and make sure the shelves are indeed level before we secure the flanges and the pipe fixtures to the wall permanently. You can kind of ballpark how much space you want in between each one. Now the wood shelf is not attached to the pipe fixture at this point, so they do move freely and slide freely back and forth. All right, so we'll go ahead and secure the bottom one. Now I don't need to secure the side holes you can see there. Those are just going to stay open because there's no stud behind there. So we're just going to work vertically and make sure we install. Now obviously you can get a screw head that's different to whatever is aesthetically pleasing for you. In this case, I'm just going to do a stainless steel. This one will be the most visual to folks walking by. Well, there won't be too much traffic. These shelves are going in a bathroom, so. And we're going to apply just a little bit of glue. You could certainly use some adhesive caulking underneath here. Make sure it's clear. You don't want any visible glue or caulking, leaking out. And I'm just going to use a touch. I'll put a link in the description below for not only this glue, but everything that you see here, as much as I can find online. But again, you're going to go to the hardware store for most of this stuff. But this glue is fast drying and it's really strong and permanent. Just a dab is all you need. So once those are secure, that's it. It's a really easy job. The most critical part being, of course, drilling into these studs so they can bear significant weight. But we've got a beautiful end result here, an industrialized farmhouse shelf unit. So hopefully this video has been helpful for you. For more do-it-yourself projects and real home product reviews, be sure to subscribe. Thanks.